Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Sooners will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Chadwick. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, they had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's think a second about Arizona State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass. Buys a little time. He tried to buy some time, and the defense was not having it.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And he needed every little bit of strength to somehow sneak that over the crossbar. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Snags a quick pass on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that.
2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover.
Man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you dive and make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and the defense took advantage of it.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. That's caught. It's Reese. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you can tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again, or are you going to force them to pass the football?
Makes the grab on 3rd. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Arizona State. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and he's gone.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away. It's a big-time play.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pick off to stop the threat. Inside the 40. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown Sooners! How about this defense taking one back to the house? Just one moment and all of a sudden the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Quarterback moving. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Sports across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Chadwick. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And the big game, and they've got it on the 46.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The give on the counter. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Using the quick game.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Flies it out of the air. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Finds his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Oh, that may be it, and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. Got room to work. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself and gets in for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Guys, when you think about Arizona State, you start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense. And
breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
They go to the ground. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
Looking to throw. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Arizona State. Fit it in the window for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Slings it downfield. Soft spot in the middle. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by. And I think that's how defenses treat this guy, too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Abraham. Got his man. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Iowa is currently ahead of this one inside a jam-packed Kinnick Stadium, but the black and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 13 over Tennessee. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Looking to the big tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Might be calling a hot route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. Third down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick six.
Kick is in the air. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the option. Now the pitch. Nice move to keep running. Got enough for the first down. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Looking downfield on first down. He'll try to do it himself. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes
wide open spaces. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers, they can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, get them tackled to the ground.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to bowl his way in. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Makes the grab. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And wings it incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
It's caught. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sooners.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off the play fake on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He got a step and just dusted the field. Go ahead and have a day at the wideout position. You stack up some games like this, and you can take down D.D. Westbrook's record of 17 touchdowns in a season.
And I just want to play in this offense if I'm a receiver across the country. I know every year Oklahoma's going to spread the ball around, throw it around. You're going to have plenty of opportunities, and he is cashing in those opportunities with just touchdown, touchdown, touchdowns.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And the Sun Devils want to move quickly. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. Finds the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his man. It's Lewis. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
At the 20, he's got space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Right on the money. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air, it's Chadwick. Now he's going to break the pocket. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Release to the back. Another incompletion on third down.
I know we're in the third quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Gets the back moving. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Throws to the tight end. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
He'll do it himself. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Sooners are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab on the left. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
It's complete. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the stakes.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, what a cut! Touchdown Sooners! And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Can't get him to the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
The Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It'll be third and long. To the air, it's Chadwick. Finds his back in the middle. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. From the gun, running back on the move. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
He'll pull it down, and he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Breaks the tackle. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
And the quarterback takes a knee.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation